Okay. So Yayuk, I remember you started. So you started playing. What's it called? Playing more international or more internationally, more regionally at first, of course, right? With the Sea Games, Asian Games. But again, your career went very quickly, right? I always remember seeing on US TV, and I'd gone back to America, and this must have been, I think it was 1992, and Mary Carrillo, it was the US Open, and she was showing this new technological thing they had for fans, and she was going through it, and she came across, she was just doing random names, right? So she's typed in B and it said Basuki, and then she said, oh, Yayuk Basuki, she's such a talented player, right? And this was, you were very young, right? I think you'd only been on the top circuit, but you're already in the top 50 and doing very well. So what was it like when you first went to the international circuit, when you first joined the WTA, Yayuk?
Yes, Bruce, you know, like in the beginning, of course, I mean, I'm Indonesian and I'm Asian. In the beginning, it's not easy for me, you know, to be away and then to adjust with all different kind of things and traveling a lot. And then, but anyway, the first time I break through was in Pattaya. Remember, after I've been playing for a few years in the circuit, like mostly like ITF circuit. Then I starting after I won the 25. Then I went to Japan, starting the qualifying, and I went through past the qualifying and then lost in the quarterfinals. You know, and then from Japan I went to Pattaya. You know, that motivation looks that I have the. You know, I always feel eager to learn, like every day it's different kind of things, every day is something to learn, something new. So then I went to Pattaya as the last one to get into the main draw, which is with a ranking of I believe around 150 or 170 around there. That's the last one. I was lucky actually because somebody pulled out, otherwise I have to play qualis. Then in Pattaya, like daily basis, of course, I have to play. I have to play first seat. I believe it was Katarina Lindquist.
Sorry.
It was Katarina Lindquist.
Oh.
I played her second round, and she was like top 15, I believe, because she was the first. She was the first seat. Yes, she was the first seat. So I played her in the second round. Then I beat her. She was surprised because, you know, I'm like unknown, nobody knows me, who the hell is she, you know, far from Jakarta, we never heard about any player from Indonesia. So there we go, here I am. And then I beat her straight set as well. Then every round that I was you know, I was playing somebody, of course, much higher ranking than me. And then you know, I think in the finals I played, I believe, Naoko Sawamatsu in the final because she was the second seed. So until I won that, the first major event that I ever win in the, I mean, not only me, but for Asian as well, you know, to win the full four, I believe, you know, full four open in Pattaya. And actually the media there calling me Jaguar of Asia. So I said, you know, they're the one who calling me that. I believe, if you remember Barry Wood.
Of course.
Yes, one of them is him. So because every day when I won, right away they won the press conference, and then they always the title, always the Jaguar of Asia, been, you know, keep winning, and all those titles in the media anyway. And from Pattaya, then starting going to Europe, you know, starting you know, during the period for the preparation for the French Open and all those circuit. And I keep, of course, I have the momentum. So, and then I have, you know, the high motivation because I break through the top 100 for the first time. And that's a momentum for me. I have to keep doing it. Then and there we go. There was, I believe, 1991, starting from 400, breakthrough in the top 50 in 6 months. So yeah, I break through the top 50 after Eastbourne actually.
Okay. And you
Yeah,
did
before the
well.
Wimbledon.
You always did well on grass, and I think that was the year you played Graf in like the third round of Wimbledon, and I think you played her on court too. I've seen the video, and you did pretty
Yes,
well because Graf was
yes,
really well, but I think you lost
yes,
3-2 or something like that,
yes.
2-3 or something like that. But
Yes, I make actually one upset there. I believe I beat Anke Huber. I think she was
yeah,
one of the top 10. Yeah. So yeah, so that's where the upset that I have. And yes, I lost against Steffi, I believe. Yeah.
yeah, and so you continued playing well, and especially on grass, your reputation was so good. Yeah, but you could also do really well on hard courts. We had the Danamon tournament in Jakarta, which you won twice, right? You beat who did you beat? Grossman and Labatt, I think, yeah.
Yes, yes. Oh
Yeah.
my God, great memories.
Well, I watched the Labatt final and I watched the Grossman because Grossman was such a character, right? But
Yeah,
she was funny, right? But Labatt, that was a tight one, yeah, 7-6 in the third.
but Labar was quite tight. Quite tight.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
And you got so many people to come out, and the Indonesians who would. I remember seeing what was his name, Pak Wimar Wutalar coming out.
Yep,
Coming out
yep, exactly.
and the court. But anyway, Yayuk, so you did so well, but you've also talked about when you're on the circuit about what's it called? The solidarity and the friendship that you had with other players, right? You won the sportsmanship, the Karen Kransky Award
Yeah.
twice, as well as the Rookie of the Year. Tell me about that. You've told me about it before, but tell me a bit more about the friendship and the solidarity that you had with other players.
Yeah, well, if we talk back years, we are very, for me to play in the circuit, it's like they're all my family, and I have all my friends like what we call, it's like international gang, it's like all the international friendship. I'm the Asian. Another one actually, there's Sugiyama, also one of the Japanese Asian. And then we have Arancha, we have Conchita, we have Irina Spirlia, and we have most of the South American Pato, and then PC, my own partner as well. And, we have a lot of great, sometimes Mary Pierce joining as well, all those great friends. And then also, even though they're all in the top level of the women's tennis, but we're all like, we're all like family. That's what I miss, if I heard the tour right now, it's completely different because right now they're all just about business. Well, even in the past, it's also about business, of course, we make a living out of it. And of course, it's about also business. But then don't forget, we're also, you told me about solidarity, of course, like a friendship, we're very, like we're very close to each other. Inside the court, we fight. We fought just like, hey, whoever win, okay. But outside the court, we're just like a family. So this kind of, tour and the air like that, and environment like that, it was really lovely, really. That's what I always miss about the tour. It's something that, even with the WTA person, and we're all always hugging, and we miss them. With the umpire, we make a friendship all with them, and that's all I miss about the tour. And really, maybe it's different kind of tour right now, but in the past, it was just lovely. It was just really, that's what I miss. Even then one day, I got married, and then I got pregnant. I missed those tour. Then right away when I got delivered my baby, right away I get back to play again. I try to play again, and then I just want to see everybody. I just want to see all my friends, and then until right now, Bruce. Actually, I still keep in touch with them. And a couple days ago, remember Irina Spirlia just had the birthday as well. Early of the month, my partner, Caroline Fitz has a birthday as well. So we still keep in touch very well. And if I go I try to play to encourage the Indonesian players. It was during 2007 or 2008. I started to play again, and I went to Spain, and I was alone, and I went to I believe Conchi from Monsoon, there's a city called Monsoon. I went there, so she kept me company. So, we're very, we're very good in the friendship and even the relationship. Until right now, we're all still keeping in touch. And, I guess, you could have said friendship forever, and then, that's what I love about the tour. That's what I love about my friends all over the world. So I have no worry. I don't have to worry if I go to Spain, if I go to Holland, or I'm going to Italy, or I'm going to US. Everyone, I have friends everywhere.
Sure. Well, I think when you had a game like that stylish and very beautiful game that whoever we are, if we play the game of tennis and you see somebody who plays like you, it always sticks with us, right? A player like you, Bettina Bunga, that stylish, way that we can see, well, that's natural, right? Everybody can spend hours trying to play like that, but it just flows, right? And I'm trying to think of the young one who plays. There's a young player now with that kind of beautiful game, but I can't think of who it is. But I mean, Ines, the Argentinian in your time, Ines
Goroshategui, yeah.
She had a
Goro, yeah. I call her Goro. We're also my family as well.
Yeah, but you don't. But now you see, the women's game. There is a couple who will mix it up and stuff. Well, Barty mixes it up, doesn't she? She's got
exactly.
And
exactly.
She can play some soft, she can play some finesse and mix it up. So that's good. But anyway.
Even Swiatek, the French Open champion, even Swiatek has a variety as well. She has a all-around game as well. Yeah.
Oh, so much talent.
Yes, exactly.
Can't she? All right, you talked to me once about, I think actually one of the points you make, I just come back to what you said about how it's changed. I think also because now we have such a big player, coach and physiotherapist. So you got the whole group, right? That's the big thing, I think, maybe, right? So it changes everything, right? Before maybe you had a coach or something, but you didn't have the whole team like you have today. Do you think, Yayuk, that's the difference?
First of all, I think what makes sense is, of course, the money. It's the business, yeah. The money is huge now, because also, when you got also the contract with the products, all the sponsorship around, it's also a huge money. So that's first of all, yes. Second of all, so people are being more, there is some parents, not only some, but I guess most of the parents right now, they are involved, especially if you look at the Russian players of the other East European players, their parents always involved, and their parents the one who's always guiding the players, what to do, telling what to do, and then they're the one also try maybe if they had a contract with the agent, for example, so they only stick around with the parents, with the agent, the coach, and the trainer, so sometimes it's like I feel sorry, it's like they have no fun, I mean, long time ago we need that fun, because sometimes you have so much stress on your head, So much stress on your head because every day you have to play matches. Every day without matches, then out of the match, then you play. You have to practice all the times. You know, a couple hours. You know, so much stress in our head. So you need to do something else also. Life is not about. Of course, yes, we like I say, we make a living out of it. But in the life, you also need something else. You need to talk to other person, you know, you try to have fun sometimes. I mean, it's nothing wrong to have fun, nothing wrong with, you know, I always love the South American or the Spanish players because they always had fun. It's so different with other, you know, like I say, I mentioned maybe some of the Russian players or mostly the young kids or some of the American as well right now, you know, it seems like, no, I don't need friends, you know, I only need my parents, I only need my coach, you know, that's all they need. And then, and every day, that's what the, you know, it's like their life is like, there's nobody else, you know. So it is, you know, for me, I think, hey, you miss a lot of things. I mean, if you don't mix it up, because sometimes to have friends and to have fun also, to enjoy the life, don't forget, you need to enjoy. When you're on the court, yes, you want to win, but you have to enjoy the game. You have to love the game, you know. That's the first thing that we're going to do. And if you don't love the game and you don't enjoy it, it's only about pressure.
Well,
Then,
I think you make a good point, because you mentioned Eastbourne, right? And Eastbourne was famous. It was famous for having the players' party. All the players would dress up and sing, and you know, so having some fun, right? A different kind of time. Yayuk, now you've talked to me before about the great times in your career, right? So you beat, like you mentioned, Huber, you beat Maggie Maleva, you beat Davenport, you beat Pierce,
Mauresmo.
Mauresmo. Well, you did, okay. And
Maioli.
now that's the one, because I asked you a long time ago, what was your best win? And you said to me at that time, I remember I interviewed you at Pondok Indah, I think, right? A long time ago, and at Oh La La, and you said it was Maioli was your greatest win. Do you still think that?
Well, at that year, yes, because why I think one of the biggest, because I beat her right like after she won the French Open. You know, she won the Grand Slam. Then I played her, I beat her in Canadian Open. So, you know, and the same year. So, which is, I think, one of the biggest win for me at that time. Yeah, and then yes, of course, in another year, also I beat Lindsay Davenport, I beat Mary Jo, I beat Natalie Toshiat. You know, I beat like few of the big name there during, I believe Manhattan. I think Manhattan Open is in Los Angeles.
The one where you, yep.
So it was there. So that's, I pick also. I'm sorry, I beat also a few of the big names there, and I lost against Conchita Martinez in the semifinal as well. So you know, there's few tournaments that are very, very, like, you know, sometimes it's like you feel great, you know, you feel strong, and you feel like so confidence is like unbeatable, you know. That's sometimes that's what I feel, and how I feel as well. Like during Canadian Open, yes, I lost in the semifinals again. Eventually, the winner is Monica Seles. You know, she just making a comeback and she won the tournament and she beat me in the semifinals. So, but I feel really great. And then, you know, because one of the match that I never forget, because you know, you feel strong that weeks, and but then, you know, you have to lose against Monica when she just make a comeback. And you know, Monica is one of the person that I never like to play, because it's the hardest players for me to play, actually. Man, I tell you, I try everything against Monica. It's like she kills me, you know. Not only she kills my confidence. That's what I try to say. That's it, you know. She kills my confidence. It's like I don't know what to do, you know. What is to play against her, you know. She is there, and and how she knew about my game also, because she learned. She always look at my matches before. She always asks for the tape, and then she can watch on the video. I knew this because when I asked about the tape during Canadian Open in the Montreal, I asked them, "Can I have the video that you tape it?" You know, and they say, "Well, I'm sorry, Miss Basuki, but Miss Monica Seles has your video." I said, "Oh, okay. Why is he doing? You know, try to look at my game and study." How to play against me. That's how it is. But it's always great to also to know about Monica and to pull her back, that to make it come back.
Amazing.
And you know, she is such a lovely girl. After that, you know, she's very. I mean, you know, she forget about the past, even though it's very tough about the past. But she tried to you know to come out and to feel new as a new person. And that's lovely, because all of us, the top 20 players, we all write her that come on, Monica, come back to play against. And she did come back, and it was lovely. And then, you know, then we sometimes we talk and having conversation. Like last time we have the legend in Singapore during the championship, yeah, during the WTA finals. Monica also one of the legend, and from Asian, I'm also one of the legend. And so we meet there, and she still remember exactly how to pronounce my name.
Yeah.
Yayuk. How are you doing? So I was like, oh my God, come on. Monica said somebody like the greatest players is always, it feels so great, you know. It was Monica, Martina Hingis, Martina Navratilova, you know, most of okay, Arancha is my one of my good friends, but those others, they are still remember me, and then exactly how to call me. You know, it's not everybody can call me Yayuk, and they are calling me Yayuk. Normally they call me Basuki, you know, but they call me Yayuk. So I was like, I'm very feel honored, you know, I feel honored by it.
You mentioned Arancha. You twice, once when you played the Fed Cup in Nottingham, I think, or is it Birmingham?
I know, that is what broken. Oh
And
gosh.
also in Tokyo, you were so close, right, to beating
I
her.
have I had 7 match point.
I know, but she's a tough one, huh? Fighting
She's
spirit.
very tough. Yeah, she's very tough. She's not gonna give up until the end of until the umpire said game, set, and match. She will never give up. That's how Arantxa. Well, that's how they are Grand Slam champions. You know, no one ever give up. Yeah, yeah. I was very close. Yeah, twice. Once in Nottingham, I had big chance as well. You know, and then in Tokyo it was 7 match point, and then it was even hurting again, because if I win that match, I have potential like you know next to be in the championship in singles. So I have that chance. That's even hurting me, you know, because you know the points are big, you know, from semifinals into the finals, and then you that time still there's a bonus points, you know, if you beat somebody big name. So you know those points that I needed, you know, to run into to you know to be in the race, you know, of the championship that time.
Sure. And you would have faced Seles in the final.
Yes, yes,
All the
exactly.
exposure that brings the final, the taping of it being broadcast on TV, right? It would have been a huge thing, but it is what it is, right? That's live. Yeah,
It is what it is. Yeah.
the other player that you played, she came to Jakarta and played you too, and I think you played her at the Canadian Open and other places. Sabatini.
Exactly. Yeah. I also had a great moment also, you know, playing against Gabby. And she's also such a nice girl as a person as well, nice friend as well. And yeah, I beat her in Jakarta during the Fed Cup and also some exhibition. And but I lost against her, I believe, in the Canadian Open as well. And so, and she's the kind of the person also that Gabby's very talented players. I think in the beginning, if everyone will love to see her, it's not only that Gabby or one of the prettiest lady, woman on tour, but she also one of the talented player and also single-handed backhand, beside maybe Novotna, but Gabby, I think starting first, and as a single-handed player with very, how to say, if you look at right now, very smooth and motion. It's just like Wawrinka, for example, or Dominic Thiem. They're all so lovely to see. Beside, of course, the eventual, the greatest Federer is always the best. If you look at the men's, but in the women's, yeah, I think Gabby one of them until it gets to next to it. If you've seen Justin Anang, and then you've seen also Amelie Mauresmo, some of the greatest single backhand as well, I mean, so I think, and to know about Gabby, I think it was said when she decided to retire early, actually. I think she retired, I believe she was only 26 or 27, 26. Yeah?
You're right.
Yeah, 20. So it was very sad, but she told me that she's been injured all the time, and then sometimes she got burnt out sometimes also, because she start very early. She start being on the tours. She was only 14 and 15, I believe. So,
yeah, 15.
So she said, well, I kind of had enough because a lot of injury, hardly, the 1 year that if you remember the match, she plays against somebody with most of the double faulted that she had because she has a problem on the shoulder,
was it it was either in the French Open against she went against Fernandez and she lost, or was it?
Yes, I think so, one of the matches. So it's giving her like she got frustrated actually, some of those matches. So that then finally she decided to retire, I think during championship.
Yeah, at Madison Square Garden they did a
ceremony. Yes, we were because we were there, and I was in the doubles, playing doubles there, and I look at it. Yes, KB retired.
Hey, you're talking about the single-handed backhand, but last week we had a very interesting development where you had in Russia, you had St. Petersburg, you had Gasparian, the Russian.
Exactly, I was watching that. We have the same comment actually, Bruce. Yes.
I love Gasparian. I think it's a beautiful shot.
Oh my God, beautiful backhand. Yeah.
What a powerful shot. But then you also have it's not such a beautiful shot, but it's more like the Mauresmo backhand from the Swiss girl, Victoria Golubjic, or whatever you pronounce it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
She made a final as well with the one-handed backhand. So
yes. Golofit, is it Golofit?
Yeah, something like that.
Kind of, yeah.
But she made two finals, one in France, and then she went to Mexico and she made the final, and she lost to the young girl from Canada. What's it called? She's coming up, the half Filipino, I forget the name, but anyway, Yayuk, if you also went into politics, what was harder, tennis or politics?
Well, I tell you, this is really giving me speechless now.
Okay.
I tell you what, I used to hate politics. To tell you the truth, yes. But why I got to started to jump into the politics, because I feel like I have to sacrifice for a lot of people. Anyway, I have to fight for the sports in Indonesia. So, so the athlete and all the like a sport person, a sport woman, sportsman. So everybody can achieve something that the country have to appreciate them, about their achievement as well. So this is what I try to change about. There is also the rules that need to be changed, So what is called undang-undang in English?
Apa namanya? The decrees.
Yeah, so we need to revise that, we have that, so we need to revise. That's about the some of the rules need to revise it. So this is
Undang-Undang 45, bukan?
No. So about the sport, we have the undang-undang, the House of the Parliament. Yeah, decree or something. Yeah. Anyway, so need to revise also about the some rules for the sports, and also I want them also that we have to put it in that life after sport for the athlete, for example, or pension for the athlete and insurance for the athlete. So those kind of things that I need to fight, that they have to add it, So, and in the beginning it was tough. I was I don't know if you follow me. I was coaching also in Hong Kong for a year. I was coaching Zhang Ling. And then during the break, I went back to Jakarta, and then because I'm the president of the Olympians Association, for Indonesian. So when I get back, most of my friends, most of the Olympians, they're all like, come on, Yayuk, we need to do something. We need to fight, for the sports. It seems like the government ignore it. They don't care about athletes. They don't care about sport people. So that's when I hear that it's kind of sad. So I cannot be ego for myself. I mean, if I'm being ego, I don't care. Hey, I can live out of myself, and I don't care about others. But that's not me, So I was thinking I have to fight for it. So that's when it's starting to campaign, and then I somebody, introduced me to the president of the party, some of the party, which is Indonesian Mandate Party. So somebody introduced me to him, and he say, yes, definitely you have to fight for it, So and then he was giving me a lot of advice also, and also about what is about the Mandate Party, that he guides for, and it seems like click with me, So that's why starting. Okay, then I joined with the Indonesian Mandate Party, and doing campaign for, I think, about almost a year, and finally I get through. And talk about politics. Yes, in the beginning, I tell you, I have to adjust a lot. The first year I have to learn nothing, but for me, there's nothing is impossible. It's just about you want to learn or not. So it's almost that those kind of things is almost the same about when I'm playing tennis, that I have to being eager to improve. And this one about politics, yes, I read a lot and I learn, and I look at the situation, how is it. So it's kind of, so finally I start to enjoy it finally, like maybe the second year starting. So and that's the when I start to like to being, maybe it's also interesting being a politician, But then, yes, it's very different kind of politician. There is some politician in the bad manner way, but there's some politician also in the good, that I'm the kind that, the sport people, they are honest. They are very, how to say, they don't like to talk something behind. It's very different with the politician. They fight behind, not in front.
Stab you in the back.
Yes, stabbing you in the back. Exactly. That's what about the politics. But then it's also life in the politics. It's you know, if you do it the right way, and if you really work for the people, you know, because if you really work for the people, I feel more tired in the politics than compare into the sports, or in the tennis. In
Okay.
tennis, I only think about myself, how to perform well, how to prepare well, how to take care of my body, and, you know, think about, okay, evaluate after that, and, you know, just talk about yourself. But in politics, I have to I have to look at it. I have to, you know, try to care about like a million people, you know, who I represent. I represent like 500,000 people. So
Wow.
I have to care about them. I have to think what they need. I have to, you know, what do I have to do? What do I have to prepare? What do I have to fight for it? You know, so
Definitely.
it's different kind of thing. But to tell you the truth, politics is hardest.
Okay. Hey, Yayuk, are you frozen there? Oh, you're still there. All right.
Yeah.
For now, I don't want to keep you too late because you're going to Georgia tomorrow. And she's going to be eating
Oh
gudeg.
yes, I will enjoy the gudeg.
Hey, Yayuk.
I tell you, don't get jealous, okay?
You know what, Yayuk? The big food in Britain now is jackfruit, nangka. All the
Really?
vegetarian and they all eat nangka. They
Oh
love
my
it.
God.
But there was somebody selling in my small town. They were selling the big nangka, satu utu. You know how much they were charging for it? £150.
No way.
Crazy.
No
And
way.
then
You gotta be kidding.
I know I'm not. I
Here,
put it on Twitter
here.
with 150, and dia potong
Oh my
salad kan,
God.
dipotong gitu. I put it on Twitter, and
150 pound with $150.
that's 3
One
juta.
dollars. Yes, 3 juta. 3
3
juta.
juta. And then all my friends, semua teman saya di Indonesia yang di Twitter, they all said, "What? Di pasar bisa dapat berapa?" But anyway.
Oh
So,
my
yeah,
God, jackfruit.
Nangka. I want to ask you that,
Yeah.
but it's everywhere. All the English people now know it. It's considered the sayur ajaib, miracle,
Yeah.
fruit and vegetable. You get both, yeah. Anyway, yeah, my last two questions for you. If you could go back to any match that you played, you won it or you lost it, what was the match that you would like to be able to play again, Yayuk?
Oh no. Well,
I mean, you won it
it's
because it was a great feeling, or you lost it, or what? You know, what was it? The one that still you think about a lot.
well, first of all, of course, Wimbledon. Why Wimbledon? Because every year I have the chance to be, you know, to be better. Like in the beginning, I always reach the fourth round, which is I can break through actually more, you know, more than even at least quarterfinals or even more. So first of all, it was Wimbledon. Then second of all, let me think. I think I could have say in US there's a Los Angeles as well. You know, I have few matches are very you know, giving me, how to say, you know, sometimes it's getting to my nerve. You know, I can't forget it. And also one of them actually the match against we was just talk about it against Sanchez, for example. You know, and those kind of matches that it will make the difference. Like I said, if I win the matches, I'll be maybe I'll be able to break through into the championship, you know.
Sure.
So
the one that I remember, Yayuk, is when you played Conchita, I think 1993 Wimbledon or 1992, I forget. And you won the first set 6-2.
Exactly. Then 4-2.
And then she took a bathroom break, right?
Yes, exactly. No. Not bathroom break, Bruce, but she calls the trainer.
Oh.
She said, I feel sick, whatever it is. I was so mad. And that week, it was a big issue between my match,
And
it's a big issue. My match, and also another match, it was Schultz against Capriati.
that's right.
Yeah,
Yes.
so it was big issues. That's where they keep talking about, maybe you have to change the rule about the trainer, about how to call the trainer and stuff like that. So it's really big issues. And to tell you what, 19, I believe, 2 years after that, I play against Fernandez, Gigi Fernandez. She did the same thing. She calls the trainer in the middle of the points. I'm like, what kind of rules are these, So that one is get into the nerve. I think sometimes they do it in purpose,
Well, now I
to,
think now it's a tactic for a lot of players to do that.
exactly. It's like a tactic, because then you lost the momentum,
Yeah?
it's so different when you were up there, and then you just slightly, let's say maybe they go to the bathroom, or they call the trainer, then we went down, then you lost the momentum, and then come on, if you're really sick, and then let's say you drink a tablet, do you think that really giving you just right away, just gone? If you have stomachache, for example, I said, that's impossible, there's no way. I said, yeah, that's one of the matches. Oh, like I said, Wimbledon, I will never forget, because there's few matches that I should be able, to win some matches. Yeah.
I think that was actually like fourth round or something. Or
it is fourth round. Yes, it is fourth round. Yeah.
And I think she went on that year to semi-final or something.
Yeah.
Or,
yeah.
Anyway,
yeah, because she win it like thing year after that. Yeah.
That's right, when she beat Navratilova. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Yayuk, and of course the Asian Games was an amazing win for you at your age in 1990. What was it? 90? What year was that, Yayuk? 1998 when you beat Tanasugan in Bangkok.
Tanasugan, that was my last match before I got pregnant. Exactly.
That was an amazing thing to do, and I mean in Thailand to beat this Thai player, and that was quite
to be the favorite.
Yeah. Anyway, Yayuk, thank you so much. Now, one last question though. What are you up to next, apart from going to Georgia next week tomorrow? What's up for next for you?
Well, I'm gonna, in this kind of situation, but still you need to be creative. This is a preparation also for the Olympics. And I'm, like I say, I'm the president for the Indonesian Olympians Association. So, I have to be able to go around and visit like each sport, whoever like a breakthrough in the Olympics, and giving the motivation that they have to fight even though this kind of condition, all those of things. And I have few things to do. And then this year also there's PON happening in Papua. So, and then Bruce, I'm one of the vice president for the CONI, for the national sport of Indonesia. So I'm the vice president as well. So, I have to also to look after and to watch after how's the preparation for the PON as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
All righty, Yayuk, I thank you so much for your time. I'm going to turn off the tape and wish you all the best. And thank you so much, Yayuk. Yeah, I'll stop.
Thank you, Bruce.